on the ones and twos from our Norton studio, and then also up top, Nick Marshall on the NFHS network and his student workers. Appreciate all the good work that they're doing to get all the good angles that we have seen. So it was Twin Springs in the girls' game, 42-40, as Terry Bird's squad overcame a 11-point deficit in the midway through the third quarter, and they went on to outscore Eastside in that second half. It was a great girls' game, and now we get ready for the boys. So we will toss it over to Mr. Chris Davis here as he will introduce the starters for this game.
University of Virginia's College of Wise. I want to thank everybody for being here with us all week long. We want to thank our sponsors, Dough Makers, Food City, and Subway back in the hospitality room. And we want to thank Appalachian Graphics for being with us all these years, selling your tournament t-shirts. Solid colors of 15, tie-dyed or 20. You get your name and number added on the back for $5. Make sure you're giving back to those local businesses. They really do help our schools here in far Southwest Virginia. With all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the starting lineups of this contest. First, for the Titans of Twin Springs, starting it forward, number 3, Clay Ross. Starting in guard, number 12, Julian Pasquale. Starting at guard, number 14, Brennan Weddle. Starting at forward, number 34, Tiago Garcia. And starting at forward, number 40, Pietro Libator. Your head coach, Mr. Tyler Webb. Titan fans, let me hear you make some noise. And now, Spartan fans, here's your starting 5. Starting at guard, number 1, Phil Clay. Starting at guard, number 3, Tegan Bush. Starting at guard, number 4, Chase Williams. And starting down low, the 2 brothers, number 21, Noah Hamilton. And number 23, Luke Hamilton. The Spartans are head coached by Mr. John Robert Kilgore. Spartan fans, make some noise!
For that thunderous introduction of the starting lineups, as say, Twin Springs coming into this one. The boys, they're 16-7. The Eastside boys 18-4. It'll be Noah Hamilton in the circle with Clay Ross as we get this one underway here, as it's controlled by Pascal and the Titans. Working to the right side, this is Weddle. Brennan Weddle picked up there by Tegan Bush. This is Clay Ross. Ball get knocked out of bounds. It'll go the way of the Spartans here. Your officials for tonight, Mr. Zach Tritt, Cecil J. Coleman, and Mr. Bobby Gilbert. Phil Clay on the ones and twos, the sophomore. Over to the right side, Tegan Bush. Bush looks over to Chase Williams, right side corner for 3. Won't go, rims out. That's hauled in by Liberatore. Clay Ross across the timeline. Picked up by Clay. That kicks this out. Left side, left wing three. Brandon Weddle from downtown. 3-0 Titans in front. Chase Williams charging up for three. That one hits off the right iron. Gets his own offensive rebound. Moves his handle on. This is Phil Clay. Back to the volleyball line. Over to Tegan Bush. Driving in. Nope. Clear out. Checks out to Clay. Hamilton. Next battle on the left wing. Tegan Bush on that double team. Noah Hamilton almost lost his step footing there. Gets it to Clay. Thought about three. Now feeds to Chase Williams. Right corner. Right block shot won't go. And tipped and controlled by the Spartans. Pascal comes away with it. And Clay Ross on the charge. Picked up by Williams. Poked that ball away. Kept it alive. Pascal keeps it in the hands of the Spartans. Liberatore feeding that one to Garcia. Pascal looking for some help. As this is Clay Ross slowing it down. Garcia, Liberatore, Weddle. Liberatore now back right wing. It's picked up by Bush. What about now Pascal driving down the left corner amongst the trees. Bounce pass to Liberatore. Tied up there. Trying to attack the basket. Up and under he goes. And he's going to get fouled. Clock stops at 6:08. Luke Hamilton gets tattooed with the infraction.
Team's first. Number 40, Petro Liberatore, the line to shoot two.
Petro Liberatore, the forward. First shot off the back iron won't go. Looking to split the difference here. Shot all the way. Buries that one. 1 point for him. 4-0. Titans in front. Phil Clay, Tegan Bush driving in the left wing. Gives it Chase Williams working the perimeter. He's double teamed. Weddle lost his handle on it. Chase to Clay. That's Phil. Chase Williams left wing for three. Oh, that one hits off the front iron and short. Pascal comes away with it. Now it's Tegan Bush fighting and battling for it. And Tyler Webb will call his first timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here 4-0. Twin Springs in front of Eastside here in the Cumberland District Tournament, a championship game. As it's been Twin Springs and Eastside all night. But the roles are reversed this time, as the home team is Eastside, and they're in their home whites, and then Twin Springs in their road reds. Clock stops at 5:35. No substitutions during that timeout. Gathering one as this is Weddle. Well, trying to break the timeline. Gives it all to Ross. And a high elbow there. Up on a hit now to Liberatore. Liberatore on that right wing. And over to Pascal. Liberatore dribbles, now changes it over to Clay, who takes the three, won't go in that right corner now. On the rebound is Noah Hamilton, gives up to Chase Williams, working the baseline. They're going to say it went out of bounds, and it will be Titans basketball. Let's go up to Liberatore. Pietro. Talking to Weddle there. Ross pull up for three off the left wing, off the rim, and knocked out of bounds. Says it was last touched by Eastside. They say it went off of White. Brandon Edwards and Rocky Bond check in for Eastside as Tegan Bush and Luke Hamilton take a seat for Coach Kilgore. Weddle. Pascal down in the corner to Ross. Driving on the right. right corner. Now feeds it to Weddle. Weddle to Liberatore. Picked up by Rocky Bond. Lost his handle on. Now out to Pascal. Ross. Right wing. Weddle. Picked up there by Edwards. Amongst the trees there. Liberatore pulling up for three. It rims out. As Hamilton comes away with it. It's Noah. 4-0 is the score with the with the Titans in front. Left wing three, buried it. Brandon Edwards comes off the bench and knocks down the first basket for the Spartans. 4:04 remains first quarter. And they full court pressure on them. Ross knocks over a sliding Brandon Edwards, so he gets the first basket and he draws the first foul from Clay Ross.
Foul's going to be called number 3, Clay Ross, his first.
That'll be Ross's first and the team's first.
That foul
called offensive. Some folks would ask for a credit card and say that's a charge. Isaiah Kaiser and Abram Kaiser in there, and Eli Darty down for Twin Springs. Phil Clay with the right-handed dribble. Switches hand down over to his left. This is Chase Williams. Darting in the line amongst the tree. Got hit. Now Clay, right wing for three. That one off the left iron. Snapped up by Noah Hamilton. Clearing out, looking for some help here. There's Chase Williams. Chase. Picked up there, spinning move. Behind the back pass to Hamilton, who attacks it under the basket. Sharing the sugar. Makes it sweet, 5-4. Eastside in front. Liberatore up on a hit to Darty. As Liberatore now left wing, now over to Ross, left side for three. Hits off the board, and Bond comes away. We've got the ball poked away, and somehow Brandon Edwards comes away with it. Behind the back shot won't go, and Clay Ross, after all that, comes up with it. Now feeding it to Kaiser, goes out of bounds under the basket. A turnover. It'll be Eastside ball. Clock stopped at 2:52. As this is Phil Clay. Clay over to his left with Chase Williams. Back to Clay, down to Bond. Bond. Rocky. Feeds it to Phil Clay, down to Williams. Sharing the sugar, looks perimeter, going in the lane, attacking, lost the ball. Now Rocky Bond comes up with it, though, for his fellow running mate. Bond double team, breaks it somehow, and goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover for the Spartans. Clock stops at 2:22. Weddle down with it for the Titans. Up on a hit to Darty. As this will be Liberatore across the timeline. On the inside low, go spin move in the lane. Shot up off the back iron. Snatched up by Chase Williams, who's fouled there by Abram Kaiser. That'll be his first.
Foul is going to be on number 20, Isaiah Kaiser. His first.
They call him Isaiah there.
Second.
So it'll be Eastside ball. Clay for the Spartans with it. The right-handed dribble, 5-4 is the Spartan advantage. Clay, right wing. Charging up, Brandon Edwards, left side for three. That one won't go. Tipped and controlled by the Spartans still. Clay to Bond. Three-pointer, right wing, buries that. Bond, Rocky Bond from downtown. Doubles the lead, 8-4. Inbound to Liberatore. Bond picking him up on the defensive side. Got knocked to hit the deck there. Weddle has it from Liberatore. Big play. Clay Ross now over to Darty to Abram. Won't get it. Kaiser missed that three. Phil Clay in the lane. Got hacked going to the line. Going in the lane. We'll see. Is he hit in the face? And Clay Ross with his second foul, the team's third. It was not a shot. Clock stops at 1:12. Phil Clay to inbound on his baseline. It's the outlet pass to Chase Williams. Clay, Bond, in the left corner. Top of the key, Clay for three, buries that one! Phil Clay from downtown. 11-4 is your score. There'll be a foul committed by Rocky Bond. That'll be his first.
That will be his first.
And the team's first. Team second, excuse me. Look, Hamilton had one already in this quarter. Weddle to Ross. Up on ahead. This is Darty. Kaiser on that left side. Brandon Edwards made some stifling defense there. Now he's picked up on Liberatore. Liberatore pushing off there. Darty hauls in the pass. Tipped by Chase Williams, getting it up on a head, off the glass and in. Chase Williams with two. Weddle. Liberatore 18 seconds ago. Up on a hit across the timeline. That one is picked off by Williams. Ran in the Bond there 11 seconds ago. Chase Williams doing like he's on the football field, picking off passes. Williams, spin move. Now over to Edwards in the left corner. Clay, right wing for three. That one buries it. Phil Clay at the horn. 16-4. We'll take a timeout here. Eastside leads Twin Springs in the Cumberland District Championship game here on 93.5 WXM and the NFHS Network. Eastside in front of Twin Springs here in the boys section of the Cumberland District Championship. And in that first quarter, it was Phil Clay, 2 of 3 from the field there, both from behind the arc. Brandon Weddle, the only field goal for the Titans. And then Liberatore with the free throw. That makes the 4 points there. 1 of 7 from the field is Twin Springs. 16 of 13 from the field is Eastside. 46.2% there in that first quarter. As we get set to start this second quarter, as this will be Clay. The inbound 16-4. Spartans in front, they have the basketball. Clay lost the handle on it as he picked up by Pascal. Now this is Hamilton driving on their right block. And take a shot, lost his handle on it. Spin move in the lane, gotta hurry up there. And it'll be a held ball called by Zach Tripp.
Jump ball.
And it will
Arrow
be
favors
a turnover.
The Titans.
As it's Titans basketball. This is Pascal up on ahead. That one, Garcia's pass knocked away by Phil Clay and stolen. Clay taking it. Oh! And in the left-handed shot up and good. 18-4 is the Spartan advantage. Weddle. And bring that stifling defense. Liberatore up to Garcia, to Pascal on the right wing here. Pascal on the near side, bounce pass to Weddle. Over to Clay on the far side. Top of the key, this is Garcia. Weddle sharing the rock. Liberatore driving in on the right corner. Ball got knocked out of bounds, last touch by Eastside, so that'll give us a little bit of a pause. Clock stopped at 7 even on the board. Garcia to Pascal. Liberatore over to Weddle on the far side. Clay Ross near wing. 3 won't go. Short change, hit off the net and out of bounds. It'll be Eastside basketball. 18-4. Spartans. Last year they were upset in this game against John I. Burton Raiders. Kilgore in his first year trying to make amends for that. Clay. This is Chase Williams. 17-footer won't go. And Rocky Bond will collect a foul there. Too much contact. That'll be his second and the team's first.
That was on number 10, Rocky Bond.
Clay Ross, they're putting that full court pressure on him. On ahead, Pascal. Uncovered. Down it's Clay picking him up. Lost a handle on it. And that'll be an unforced error and a turnover for the Titans. Clay, right-handed dribble. Will take it across the logo. Picked up by Weddle. Over to Edwards in the right corner. Left far side, feeding it to Hamilton on the far block. This is Bond, near wing. Driving in. Looking for some help. Clay, near side. Picked up by Weddle, driving in the lane. Phil Clay, shot is blocked and recovered there by Liberatore. 18-4, still the score. And Clay Ross getting up on the head to Pascal Phoenix, and ball's tipped by Hamilton out of bounds, who's looking for Garcia. Substitutions coming in for Eastside. Luke Hamilton and Tegan Bush return. Isaiah Kaiser and Eli Darty come in for the Titans. Ross inbounded under his own goal. That'll be Darty. Picked up by Bush. Now Ross down with it to Darty. Pulling up. Top of key three. Won't go. Off the front iron. Snatched up by Chase Williams. On up ahead to Brandon Edwards. Lost the handle, but now gives it back to Williams, driving on their right wing. Now to Luke Hamilton, slashing to the basket. He's on the board for the first time. Makes it 20-4, 16-point advantage as Ross gets it on out to Darty. Now this is Kaiser with it. To Darty on the right wing. Thinking about it. Kaiser, picked up by Hamilton. Now to Weddle. Thought about three. Bringing it to Ross. Ross here on the near side. Picked up on the double team. Hamilton now on Liberatore. Back out to Ross. Ross banging and bruising and will get forced out of bounds. It'll be another turnover for the Titans. Clock stops at 4:47 before halftime. A little bit of the triple team there. Brandon Edwards to Hamilton. There's going to be a defensive foul now on a push as Edwards got hit. Isaiah Kaiser picks up his second, team's first in the second quarter as Brandon Edwards hit the deck there. Clock will freeze at 4:37. Hamilton. This is Noah. Chase Williams on the baseline, and he is fouled. Eli Darty accrues his first infraction of the evening. Got a little body check there. That may get some folks asking, you got to call on both sides. Inbound to Luke Hamilton. Phil Clay, right wing three! Phil Clay is here to play. Liberatore on ahead to Darty. Takes it across the timeline. Picked up by Tegan Bush. Weddle. This is Darty driving the right corner. Picked up by Hamilton. Shot. Top shot won't go. Phil Clay coming away with it. On the rebound. Takes it across the timeline. Liberatore all over him there. And Bobby Gilbert says he walked. Let's see. Something that makes you go, 23-4 is the Eastside advantage. As this is Liberatore. Double team, he breaks that double team finally. Now this is Darty pulling up right wing for three. That one won't go. And snatched up by Phil Clay, who's having a day. This is Tegan Bush. Left block shot won't go. Liberatore hauls it in on the defensive glass. As this is Ross. Over to Kaiser, sliding as he hits the deck. But they're going to clean up that floor there. Edwards now comes away, bounce passes Tegan Bush, attacking the basket off the glass and in. Tegan Bush, the senior, has 2 points, 25-4. Ball knocked away as Chase Williams got ripped down. No harm, no foul there. Now to Phil Clay, right way for three. Phil Clay is out of his mind. 14 points from downtown. 28-4. Timeout, Twin Springs. It'll be a full 60-second timeout as they'll have to take a break and regroup here. We'll take a timeout on 93.5 WXM and the NFHS Network. Might get that kid out. 14 points for Phil Clay here, 28-4 here as we get ready to get back to action on 93.5 WXM and the NFHS Network. It was a 60-second timeout for Twin Springs as they have not hit a basket here. They have not scored any points since the 7:19 mark. They haven't hit a field goal since the 7:19 mark of their first quarter, and have not scored anything in the second quarter. Weddle now with it. Need a basket in the worst way. Liberatore. Ball got knocked away. Gonna be a quick foul.
Foul's going to be on number 2.
And that will be on Brandon Edwards. That'll be his first. The team's second. As this will be Weddle. He's going to get it to Darty. Darty's going to get picked up by Tegan Bush. That's a quick foul there on the quick whistle.
Number 3. Tegan Bush, his first.
First foul there for Bush. Brandon Weddle to inbound to the right of our table here. Back to Darty, back to Weddle. Darty with it at the volleyball line. Right-handed dribble. He almost picked up that step there. As this is Liberatore on the right block. Now clears out to Darty. Darty spin move in the lane, and he did walk that time. Textbook there as Noah Hamilton will check back into the chat for the Spartans. Brandon Edwards will take a break. Eastside outscoring Twin Springs 12-0 here in the second quarter. As this is Phil Clay. Left-hand dribble, works left in the lane. Shot up and good. There's 16 points for Phil Clay. 30-4. Clay now with 16 points. 2:10. This is Darty. The right block shot off the glass. Back iron won't go. Hamilton comes away, and he's going to get tripped. We'll see who that one's on. Looks like it's going to be on Darty. Yep, that is on Eli Darty. That'll be his second.
His second, team's third.
It's the team's third here in the second quarter. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Phil Clay looking back at his coach and what's going on there. As this is Tegan Bush driving in the lane, right-handed shot, nothing but net. Tegan Bush, 4 points for him, 32-4. Up on a hit to Clay Ross. Picked up by Chase Williams. Darty It's picked up by Williams again. Daugherty feeding it to Liberatore off the glass and in. 3 points for him. And finally, they have a field goal in the second quarter. Shot won't go. Coming away with it. That's Daugherty. Gets it up to Kaiser. Kaiser taking it coast to coast, looking for his help there. Ball got tipped out of bounds. Clay Ross tried to get it back and snare it in, but it went out of bounds and last touch by the Titans. So it's 32-6. Luke Hamilton for the Spartans and Colton Johnson for the Titans are the substitutions. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Chase Williams, right-handed dribble, working the perimeter. Now over to Phil Clay. Stepped out of bounds, knocked down a three. Oh, man. He hit that one from NBA range. 50 seconds to go, 32-6. Liberatore driving the right wing, feeds to Phil Clay. Clay looking for some help there. It's under the basket, now clears out on the right corner to Liberatore, working the perimeter there. Weddle, right-handed dribble. Weddle back from over to Liberatore. Liberatore feeding it to Johnson. Missed the shot, goes out of bounds. Last touch there by the Spartans. Clock stops at 20.6 seconds. Clay Ross on the inbound shot won't go. Ripped down by Hamilton. Chase Williams on his horse off the right block in the lane. Shot is blocked by Ross. Coming away with it. Clay keeps it alive. Noah Hamilton in the lane goes up and he is fouled. As that foul will be applied to Clay Ross, his third. They're going to say he was in active shooting too there.
Luke Hamilton.
No.
Sorry,
Noah Hamilton. No shots there. Yep, that was not a shot. Attempt. Chase Williams. Pick up by Weddle. Phil Clay. Top of the key for three. Phil Clay is here, and he's here to play at the horn. 35-6 is your score. Eastside in front of Twin Springs. Oh my goodness. Phil Clay. Can't wait to see his stat line. Phil Clay right now looks like I am at 19. We'll see what Darrell Ely has him at here momentarily. Only one field goal for the Titans in the second quarter, and they've only knocked down two. We'll wait here for the stats to come out, and we'll keep it on there, and then we'll take an extended break once we get our stats. But Eastside all over Twin Springs. And Twin Springs, they had a 4-point lead at one time as they were up 4-0. Yeah, 19-2 in that second quarter did Eastside outscore Twin Springs. And we take a look at it, leading the way, Phil Clay, 19 points. He is 5 of 6 from downtown. 14 of 26 as the team is shooting. 53.8% there, so we'll round up to 54%. Tegan Bush has 4. Brandon Edwards 3, Rocky Bond with 3. 2 points apiece for Luke Hamilton, Noah Hamilton, and Chase Williams. For Twin Springs right now, it's only 2 players that have scored. Liberatore and Brandon Weddle, they both have 3. Weddle knocked down a 3-point basket in the first quarter. And Liberatore has 4 rebounds. Points in the paint, 14-2 in favor of Eastside. Points off turnover, 19-0 in favor of Eastside. 8 second chance points for Eastside compared to none for Twin Springs. Fast break 9-0 for Eastside, and then the bench 6-0 for Eastside. As you see on the screen, 13% from the field is Twin Springs. And we look at the turnovers. They are -7 in the turnovers, 12 turnovers for Twin Springs. They have double the amount of turnovers as they have points. So we will take a timeout here, an extended timeout, 35-6. Eastside leads Twin Springs here in the boys Cumberland District Championship game here on 93.5 WXM and the NFHS Network.
Looks like we got a winner. Dinner's on her. Nice win. $325, ladies and gentlemen. That's a pretty nice 50-50. All right, we're verifying. We got to verify the win. The win has been verified. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hey, Coach Sarton, Caleb said the Urals half is going to buy a couple water hoses for the softball team. I don't know. That's what Caleb. That's what the Rocket says. The Rocket.
35-6. Eastside all over Twin Springs here in the Cumberland District Championship game here in the tournament. As looks like we're about to go final in Big Stone Gap. It looks like Gate City's going to come away with the championship in the boys' side. Congratulations to Coach Robinette and company of Ridgeviews. They won the girls' side up there at Central High School last night over the Abilene Falcons. Congratulations to Chris Fugit and his squad as they took out Central and Union in Wise County. Brings some hardware back to Scott County. Phil Clay with 19 points. He'll get on the inbound. Going to feed to a slashing Chase Williams. Lost his handle on it. And there'll be a turnover in Titans basketball. As clock will start on up again. Pascal. Clay Ross to Weddle. Picked up by Bush. Weddle. And it's going to be a 10-second backcourt violation, 10-second violation there.
10-second violation.
35-6. Another turnover there for the Titans. Noah Hamilton out to Phil Clay, who'll take it across the timeline. Weddle will pick him up. Over to Tegan Bush, driving on left block, clears out this time. Left side three for Chase Williams, won't go. Hamilton up and over on the offensive glass. Shot up off the glass, and he's hacked by Tiago Garcia.
That was going to be on number 34, Tiago Garcia, his first.
Noah Hamilton, a couple of dribbles, takes a deep breath, shot on the way, off the back iron. Looks to salvage this attempt on the back end now. Hamilton nets that one. He has three. 36-6, 30-point advantage for Twin Springs. For Eastside. Garcia, ball got poked away, stolen away by Phil Clay, and Eastside now is knocked away by Pascal. And now Clay Ross to the hole, off the glass, won't go. Shot up, and good Phil Clay on the board for the first time. 36-8 now. Hamilton. Left side, Bush. He's going to get fouled on the floor by Clay Ross, and if that is on Clay, that'll be his fourth. That is Clay Ross's fourth foul. It'll be Clay on the inbound. There's no basket, no look past Noah Hamilton. A little Patrick Mahomes right there. Clay on the right wing, picked up by Weddle. He's sizing him up. Right-handed dribble, now works to his left. This Phil Clay driving on the line to the cup, off the iron and in the hands of Twin Springs. Ross lost his handle on it, now feeds over to Liberatore in the near corner. Going to back up, spinning, that left wing, shot up off the block, won't go, and knocked out of bounds and last touch there by Phil Clay and Eastside. Eli Darty checks in for Clay Ross on the Titan side. Clock stops at 6:09. This will be Pascal. Picked up. And now one stolen away by Phil Clay. Up on ahead to Chase Williams. On his horse, bounce pass in the lane. Tegan Bush shot is blocked by Darty. Call the cardiologist there on that block. Clay, outlet pass to the free throw line to Hamilton. It was picked up. Clay fouled in the lane. No shot there. He's fouled on the floor. Liberatore will be tattooed with the foul. That'll be his first and the team's third. And the clock stops at 5:49. Chase Williams will inbound it to Hamilton. Now gives it to Chase. Now over to Tegan Bush driving in on that right corner. Out Chase Williams. Chase over to Luke Hamilton. Long two off the left corner, won't go. On the left side there. And that is Liberatore on the inbound. On the rebound there. And Tegan Bush will be tattooed with the infraction. That'll be Bush's second foul and the team's first. And they'll come on back here. As it'll be Eli Darty on the inbound right in front of me. Weddle. Over to Pascal. Pascal picking up Chase Williams. Now, back pass. Liberatore comes up with it. Garcia. Now to Darty. Thinking about it on the right wing. Feeding it over to Pascal. Driving in on the left corner. Weddle now with the top of the key. Ball got poked away by Chase Williams, and Noah Hamilton comes away with it. Outlet pass up on ahead to Chase Williams to the hole, over and under, lost. Shot missed and rebound by Twin Springs. Weddle comes up with it. Now he clears to Liberatore, who takes across the timeline, using that left arm to get Chase off of him there. Now this is Eli Darty, right wing three, bounces. Oh, 2-point basket. Eli Darty there. All effort on that one. 2 points for him. Down in double figures are the Titans. Phil Clay in the lane. Off the right block. Clay with 21 points, 38-10. Weddle, Liberatore on the left wing. No look pass to Darty. Ball got poked away. And this is Tegan Bush to the hole. Tegan Bush with 6 points. Chase Williams got knocked down to the hardwood there. And you're going to see that one coming in there. Looks like some incidental contact. And then Darty comes in there with the elbow and knocks him down. No harm, no foul there by the officials. And it'll be a timeout by Eastside. 60-second timeout there. They lead by 30, 40-10. We'll take a timeout with them here on 93.5 WAXM. To 10. Eastside in front of Twin Springs. Bobby Gilbert and J.R. Kilgore having a conversation about that last exchange at midcourt. This will be Airman's losing it. Tigers are losing it. Now Phil Clay coming away with it. Takes it to the hole. Phil Clay, 23 points for him. 42-10. Weddle with Liberatore up on the hit there. That is Johnson. Back to Liberatore on the right wing. Over to Darty. Darty to Kaiser. Shot off the glass, won't go. Darty keeps it alive. Liberatore in the right corner. 3-point basket won't go. Darty on the offensive glass. Attacking the offensive glass, and he will draw the foul from Noah Hamilton. That'll be his first and the team's second here in the third quarter. First shot hits off the front iron. We see the replay on the foul. Second shot off the back iron, won't go. Ripped down by Johnson. Shot missed, and Chase Williams comes away with it, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay in the hands of Twin Springs. They got tied up there. Liberatore inbounded, home basket, out to Weddle on the right wing, back to the NCAA logo. Here at the press center. Weddle coughed that one up over to Liberatore, now to Darty, right side for three, in and out, but there's a foul under the basket. And that's going to be a Hamilton. Loose foul there. And the team's third. Jed McCoy comes into the ball game for the first time, it looks like. No, second time he's in. Kaiser hitting the deck. He's just been sliding all day. And somehow somebody's going to come away as a brouhaha as Kaiser rolled around, finally gets it to Weddle. Twin Springs still with it there. Darty off the right block. Shot won't go, in and out. Rocky Bond comes away with it for Eastside on the defensive glass. Phil Clay across the timeline. Phil is going to get hacked in the lane. We'll see who picks that up, and that will be on Brandon Weddle.
Brandon Weddle, it's his first. That is the team's fourth.
His first, the team's fourth in the third quarter. Next foul, Eastside shooting free throws. Jed McCoy with it now, gives it to Phil Clay in the lane to the hole. That one off the iron, and he is hacked. And that one will be on Pietro Liberatore.
I'm sorry, no. Pietro Liberatore, it's his second. That is the team's fifth.
And that'll be the Titans' fifth foul. And with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter, each time they draw a foul, Eastside will be going to the line. Clay connects on the first, makes it 43-10. Couple of dribbles and a spin for Clay. Clay with 25 now. This will be Weddle, putting that full court pressure on him. Pedro Liberatore gets up on ahead to Isaiah Kaiser. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. And Braden Church almost had a handle on it, but we know he's been out of the basketball game for a while there under that camera. I say that because his missus is right here beside me. So as this will be Jed McCoy across the way. Phil Clay in the lane. Block, shot there. And Rocky Bond breaks through and gets the shot off the rebound.
Rocky Bond, two.
Agent 1-0 there for Eastside. Bond, Rocky Bond. This is Darty. Right wing three won't go. Chase Williams on the defensive glass, and he's fouled there by Colton Johnson. And the Spartans will go to the line to shoot a pair. 46-10 is the score.
The Chase Williams.
Chase Williams to the line. So he'll wipe off his left foot, expand his wingspan a little bit, and gets a spin, dribbles, shot, up, off the glass and in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and with that
made free throw, that is Chase Williams' career 1,000.
Chase Williams, his career 1,000 point for the junior number 4. As they'll take a quick pause, as they'll get a picture for him there. As Alison Sutherland will take a picture for him, and I think the athletic director, J.W. Salyers, got that basket too. Congratulations to Chase Williams. They've got his banner right there. That's a nice banner right there. Chase Williams looking for his mama. She gives him a hug. And she's like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Now go out there and finish the job. Good moment there. As Chase will go to the line, Cecil Coleman gives him a handshake too. Clock stops at 2:07. Clock was stopped at 2:07. Chase with 3 points. 4 for 4.
Checking in for the Spartans, team number 3, Tegan Bush.
Tegan Bush comes back into the contest. As Chase will get a standing ovation from his Spartan brethren. Liberatore behind the back pass to Weddle. Picked up by Edwards. Beats the timeline to Liberatore, who's picked up by Bond. Adro Liberatore trying to work it in and throws it behind him. Trying to hit the Gatorade cooler there. Either way, that's out of bounds. And it will be Spartan basketball. Another turnover there for Twin Springs. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Eastside 48, Twin Springs 10. Bush looking for some help there. Luke Hamilton down the right side. This is Brandon Edwards driving in. Shot deflected and pass deflected and goes into the hands of Liberatore. Takes it across the timeline, picked up by Bush. And over in the corner, this is Kaiser on the left side. Taking off the left block, shot up, and he is fouled.
Fouls on number 22, Jed McCoy. His first. Team Sport. To the line to shoot 2, Isaiah Kaiser.
Isaiah Kaiser to the line to shoot a pair. That first one hits off the iron. And he'll try to complete a split here. Weddle will check out. Pascal will check in for Tyler Webb's platoon. Second shot off the back iron. And it was last touch by Darty. So 0 for 2 from the line goes Kaiser. Brandon Edwards gets the ball. He'll take it across the town, losing his dribble there, but regains it. Edwards and Hamilton will get, Luke Hamilton will get tattooed with the moving screen there. That'll be his second.
Luke Hamilton, that will be his second. Team's fifth. That foul, ladies and gentlemen.
Called.
Yeah, it was called.
Offensive. As Hamilton got that right foot out there. And a moving screen there. Liberatore now on the right wing. Spin move picked up by Bond. Now to Pascal on the left wing. Kaiser back to Pascal. Rocky Bond trying to get that steal, but Abrams spin move in the lane. Goes Kaiser. Colton Johnson on the offensive glass and put back. He's on the board for the first time. Makes it 48-12 in favor of Eastside. Jed McCoy gets the ball knocked away from him. Eli Darty on the charge. Dish it to Pascal, who goes up and is hacked in the lane by Jed McCoy. Oh, excuse me, Tegan Bush. His third. Yeah, that was Tegan Bush. Body checked him there. Pascal's first shot bangs off the iron.
No one's expecting for the Spartans.
Score will remain 48-12. There is the back end of it. And that one rims out. He gets his own rebound. That's Pascal now over to Liberatore. This is charging up. Kaiser for three, buries that one. Isaiah Kaiser from downtown makes it 48-15. 22 seconds remain in the third quarter. Edwards over to Noah Hamilton. Noah looking over to his brother there. It's Luke. Luke driving in on that left wing in the lane. Shot up and off the table. Defensive glass rebound by Darty. Gets knocked away by Rocky Bond. Now Bush charged up left wing for three at the horn. Won't go. So at the end of three, it's Eastside 48, Twin Springs 15. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll return for the fourth and final frame here on 93.5 WAXM and the NFHS Network.
Put your hands together for these Titan cheerleaders.
48-15. Eastside on their way to a district championship trophy here, barring a collapse. And the Titan cheerleaders in between the quarters. Good job by them. Also by the Eastside Spartan cheerleaders. They're both working double duties. And this one, 8 minutes on the clock. 33-point advantage for Eastside. It'll be Liberatore, Darty, Johnson, Pascal, and Ross returns in for Twin Springs. Noah Hamilton, Brandon Edwards, Rocky Bond, Jed McCoy, and Luke Hamilton in for Coach Kilgore Spartans. Edwards picked up by Pascal. Loses his handle on it, but regains it there. Edwards looking for some help. And call 5 seconds there. Timeout. Excuse me, timeout. Timeout Spartans. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. They'll stop the clock at 7:42. As we know in the girls' game here, it was 42-40 in favor of Twin Springs, as Emma Ross and Mackenzie Gillenwater finishing with double doubles there. 15 and 10 for Emma Ross, and then 10 and 13 for Mackenzie Gillenwater. Lindsey Dean also had 11 rebounds to boot as well. She had 8 offensive rebounds, did Lindsey Dean, in the victory. Dakota Clay, Brooklyn Johnson, and Shelby Stanley scored in double figures for Eastside. Rocky Bond got that one knocked away by Darty. He's on his horse. Eastside trying to feed it in. Colton Johnson on the putback. He was trying to feed it in there to Clay Ross. Trying to slam it down. And Jed McCoy will get attached to that foul. Colton Johnson. I like how Chris Davis says that. Colton Johnson, first shot off the back iron, falls off the table. Phil Clay and Tegan Bush come in for the Spartans, as Luke Hamilton and Rocky Bond will take a seat. Johnson knocks down the second shot. He now has 3. Makes it 48-16. Phil Clay up top. Over to Edwards. In the perimeter. Now Hamilton driving in the right wing amongst the trees and in. 5 points for Hamilton, makes it 50-16. 7:08 remains in this one. Darty driving in off the right wing, looking for Pascal. Ball got tipped there by Noah Hamilton, so it'll stay in the hold of Twin Springs, and the clock will continue to run here as we've hit the point total there. Pascal now to Liberatore, charging up right side for 3. Won't go. Tipped and knocked out of bounds. It will go the way of the Spartans. 50-16. As Hamilton gets it to Phil Clay. Clay across the timeline. Picked up by Ross. Clay amongst the trees and in! Phil Clay, 27 points for him, 52-16. Clay Ross over to Darty, charged up for 3, rims in and out of the right wing, offensive rebound, and the shot won't go by Clay. Liberatore comes away with it, gets it poked away. Phil Clay comes up with it, up on a head to Brandon Edwards. Edwards in the lane, off the glass, won't go. It falls a little short there, and Darty comes away with it. Liberatore with the right-handed dribble. Picked up there by Tegan Bush. Liberatore over to the right side to Clay for three. Buries that one. Clay Ross has 5, 52-19. Phil Clay. Top of the key three won't go. Hauled in there by Darty. Darty trying to go coast to coast here. Spin move off the right block, won't go. Hits off the right iron. And it'll roll out of bounds. Last touch by Jed McCoy and the Spartans. Luke Hamilton and Rocky Bond check back in for McCoy and Noah Hamilton. At the continuous clock, still rolling. Pascal on the inbound. Liberatore right wing feeds inside to Clay Ross, who's double teamed. Trying to clear out, he does to Liberatore back at the volleyball line. It's picked up by Bond in the lane. Right-handed runner won't go. And on the defensive glass, it's Bond. Rocky Bond waiting for his horses. Gives it to Bush. Bush driving in the lane now. Clears out. This is Phil Clay, right wing three. That one was tipped. And it'll roll off the hands of Luke Hamilton. And it will be Titans basketball. Isaiah Kaiser returns for Twin Springs. And Liberatore will check out. Diago Garcia will check back in for the Titans.
Diago Garcia checks back in for the Titans.
This will be Pascal. Julian Pascal with it across the timeline. Clay Ross. Darty. Runner in the lane won't go. It'll be Bush up on ahead to Clay. Clay, there's out to Bush. Thought about the three. Now he's going to drive in the lane. 15-footer will go. Tegan Bush now with 8. Push the lead to 54-19. Kaiser right side for three. Won't go. Garcia on the offensive glass. A little patient with it. Gives it to Darty. Darty tried to drive in, down over to Ross. Right corner for three. That one off the right iron won't go. The ball getting knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Garcia and the Titans.
Jed Bush, along with Nick Greer. Sorry, Jed McCoy.
Jed McCoy
Jed McCoy
and
the ball game, along with
Nick Greer. There's no Jed Bush. Jed Bush. Chris Davis. It's been a long week for him. As Luke Hamilton will get it in to Edwards. Now up on the head off the hands of Greer. That'll be a turnover. The clock still runs at 2:30. Eli Darty. Brandon Weddle. Weddle with the right-handed dribble. Picked up by Bond. It's over to Clay now, left side for three. Too strong on that one. As Hamilton keeps it alive there, and Brandon Edwards comes away with it. Losing the handle on it momentarily. Now over the timeline to Bond. Going to try to drive in off the left block amongst the trees and in. Rocky Bond, rocky and rolling there. 56-19. Under 2 minutes to go. Garcia, right corner for three. Off right iron, won't go. Hamilton up on ahead to Brandon Edwards. Layup up and good. He has 5, 58-19. Darty to Weddle. Weddle down to Kaiser on that left wing. Weddle dishes in. The right block to Garcia, and ball gets stolen away there by McCoy. Up on ahead to Bond and Nick Greer. Feeding it to Hamilton, won't go. That would have been a nice dish there. 1:11 on the game clock. Ross gives to Garcia off the right wing for three. Buries that one. Tiago Garcia, under a minute to go. 58-22. Nick Greer falls to the deck, and that'll be a turnover. And I think even his running mates had a little bit of a chuckle there. Under 40 seconds to go, Clay Ross. 58-22. Kaiser thinking about dishes to Garcia. And right under the basket, up and in. Tiago Garcia has 5 points. And they're going to hold this one, Will Edwards, 20 seconds to go. As the Eastside faithful will rise to their feet and applaud their team. 58-24 as Eastside are your Cumberland District Tournament champions on the boys' side. And the horn will sound, the green light show will go. And Eastside is your champions of the Cumberland District. As they win it for the first time since 2023. We'll get some final stats here, and then we'll wrap it up, and we'll get to go to the house. As congratulations to John Robert Kilgore in his first year at the helm in Coburn. As we'll get ready for some hardware presentations. And we'll wait for some stats from Miss Nora Ely. Appreciate her helping out her pops.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We got some presentations here.
And they're going to give away the trophies. As congratulations to both of these teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll direct your
and Jordan Mullins, the head coach, the principal for Twin Springs High School.
To present the
and they will get the runner-up trophy for the tournament.
To the Titans of Twin Springs.
Titans of Twin Springs here as they will fall to 16-8 on the season. Eastside goes to 19-4 going into regional play. Take a look at the stats here. 58-24. Eastside wins it. 27 points for Phil Clay in the victory. 8 points for Tegan Bush. 5 for Noah Hamilton. 4 for Chase Williams. 5 for Brandon Edwards. 2 for Luke Hamilton. And 7 points for Rocky Bond. Eastside will play. Eastside. Twin Springs will play Chilhowie. On Tuesday at Twin Springs. Phil Clay was 10 of 16 from the field there as well. And their leading rebounder was Chase Williams and Noah Hamilton. And Matt Hamilton. And we'll get both hardwares, the regular season trophy and the tournament trophy to the Eastside Spartans, champions of the Cumberland District. Congratulations to Coach Kilgore and his squad. And we'll look at Twin Springs here as their leading scorers, Clay Ross with 5 and Tiago Garcia with 5. It was Abram Kaiser, Pedro Liberatore, and Brandon Weddle with 3 points apiece. Colt Johnson as well with 3. Eli Darty had 2. Leading rebounder was Darty and Liberatore for the Titans. As a team, they went 9 of 41 from the field, 22% in that respect. Eastside was 23 of 47, good for a 49% there. 7 of 17 from behind, 41 points there. And then we look at points in the paint, 28-6. Eastside over Twin Springs there. Off turnover, 26-10 Eastside. Second chance, 11-7 Eastside. 15-3 on the fast break, and then 12-8 in the bench, all for Eastside. Twin Springs led one time, and it was by hold on real quick. Twin Valley and Eastside will play on Tuesday at Eastside. So it'll be a doubleheader there as we're going to get a picture there for them. We'll get a picture for them. And you can see this on the WAXM page. As final score here, once again, Chase Williams once again had his 1,000 point, and there was only one lead change. The largest lead by Eastside was 39-4 for Twin Springs, and congratulations to both of these teams. They move on, and they will go to regional play. Both of these squads will, and all four of them on the girls' side and the boys' side. As we appreciate you listening on the WAXM feed here on 93.5 and the NFHS network. So for Nick Marshall up top on the NFHS feed, and then Eddie Stanley on the ones and twos at our Norton studio, Corey Sanchez. Final score in the girls' game, it was Twin Springs winning 42-40, and then on the boys' side, it was Eastside dominating 58-24. Good night, folks, and as we always say, thank God for giving us another opportunity to get it right. We'll be talking to you somewhere around the way.